Perfect. And we're recording as well. So maybe that's worth referencing in the
Hi guys, thanks to everyone who is already connected. We will start really short today's session. We are just waiting for more people to connect, okay? We will start really soon. Thanks. Hi guys, thanks everyone who is already connected. We will start really shortly. We are just waiting for more people to connect. Okay, thank you. We will start really soon. Okay, so let's get started. Thanks again and welcome to today's session where we'll be introducing the ABG new range of sleeve seaming products. So here we are using a different format of webinar where we will present the new technology and end with a demonstration of the machine. In this case, the TSR model from ABG, the sleeve seaming machine with a turret in the rewinder. So let's get started.
Hi and welcome to this webinar. I'm Matt Burton, the Global Sales Director for ABG, and today we'll be covering shrink sleeve solutions. Today I'm delighted to announce that we're bringing our shrink sleeve solutions into the ABG family, and from today our products will proudly display the ABG badge. These units will be continued to be manufactured in our Girona facility and allow ABG to expand our one-stop shop offering. These products will be sold through our group companies and partners. ABG are the only single source supplier for all of your converting and finishing needs, and now with our shrink sleeve family of products, we can help take our customers' businesses further and into new markets and segments. I'm now going to hand over to my colleague Pierina in Girona, who will take it from here. Thank you for joining, and over to you, Pierina.
Thank you, Matthew, for your introduction, and thanks to all of you who are attending to today's session. I'm Perina Lopez, and I will present you a little bit about the sleeve seaming machines, about the new range of products of the ABG Shrink Sleeve family. Today, we are really excited to finally present you or to finally show you the new technologies that ABG will offer to you, in this case about the seaming machines. In a few moments, I will pass over my colleague Alex, who will present you the machine and will show you the machine in operation, and you will be able to see the benefits and the advantages of our machines, of our solutions, and see directly how the machine works, how easy it is for the operators to manage, and also be able to see the smart wheel, that is the system that we innovate or that is different from the traditional ones that we can find in the market. Inside of the product range of AB Graphic, or the portfolio of the products that we can offer in the seaming machines, we can highlight the three models. The one is the basic model, that is the SR from ABG. Okay, this is a low investment machine. The profile of this kind of machines of the customers is basically who wants to enter inside of this market of the shrink sleeve, and also for short runs productions. Okay, but if you are already working in the sleeve and you want to be more competitive in this market and you want to increase your productivity, so the ideal could be to incorporate a turret in the unwinder, or maybe a turret in the rewinder. With that, what you will achieve is to increase your productivity, to have a process that is more automate, with a non-stop turret or function in the process, without the necessity to stop the machine during your production of a sleeve. But if you have a large productions, okay, and you want to be really competitive and really wants to non-stop your production, so the idea maybe is to have, or the better decision is maybe to incorporate the turret in the unwinder and the turret in the rewinder. So in this case, the model is the TSR2 from AB Graphic. Okay, with this model, so you will have a non-stop production, you will increase your productivity, and you won't have the necessity of stop your production, and the operator will have the enough time to stop, to collect the reel and to incorporate a new core, okay, and continue with the production without the necessity of the stop your production. Another point that I want to highlight is about the modularity of these machines, of the machines of AB Graphic that can incorporate. So we are talking about the idea of to maybe start with a simple machine, with a simple unwinder and rewinder, and then to upgrade with maybe to add in a turret in the unwinder or rewinder, or adding a double turret, one in the unwinder and one in the rewinder. So with that, what we can achieve is maybe to upgrade your machine alongside with your production, when your production increase. So you can adapt your machine to the demands of the market without the necessity to buy a new one machine, just incorporating, for example, the turret in the unwinder or the rewinder, or incorporate the double turret. Okay, another point that I want to highlight is the smart wheel system. This system is really innovative. It's a patent system by AB Graphic. Okay, it's a servo motorized roller. The idea is really easy. The idea is that if we want, or if we can print a line in a printer perfectly, so we can also print a line of solvent to the edge of the material. So this system is a group of coating. Okay, it's a group of with an analogs with a servo motor that is synchronized with the speed of the machine. And even that, if we want to increase or decrease the percentage of the application of the solvent, we can do it easily through the touch screen. Okay, so with that, what we can achieve is a constant and an homogeneous application of this solvent to the edge of the material. Okay, and also what we can achieve is to reduce this waste, because we are talking about a label that is expensive compared to another labels that we can find in the market. We are talking about the material that is for the sleeve, like PG, PVC, OPS, PT, or the material that you can use in the sleeve market. So this kind of materials is really expensive compared to other kind of labels. So what we can achieve with this system is to reduce waste, okay, and also reduce your operating costs. And we can do with that is also to have a high return of your investment. Okay, so we are talking about the modularity, we are talking about the smart wheel system, what you will achieve, so a high quality of your final product, and also you will achieve this reduce the waste reduction and the cost savings, okay, in your during your whole process. And also with our system, what we can be able to perform, or the challenges that we can be able to achieve is, for example, to have a good quality of the seaming in bottles that is with a range or with difficult shapes, for example with square bottles or trigger bottles with shapes that is really complicated to maybe arrive to the with a good quality. And also we can avoid the rhythm seam, that is basically when with the other systems that we can find in the market, we need to leave a tab in the sleeve. So when this material or this sleeve with the recipient goes through the oven and with the temperature, so this shrinkability, the material will shrink and adapt the shape of the recipient, and then we will have this tab that will bother us when we are touching this seaming finishing. So with our system we can avoid this problem or this issue that we can find in the market. So we can have a good quality. Okay, we can achieve a good seaming quality in trigger bottles, in square bottles, in with shapes that is complicated to arrive, and also we can avoid this complication or this issue about the read lip seam. Okay, another benefit that I want to highlight is the excellent controls tension that our machines can incorporate. So we are talking about a double dancer roller. Okay, we are talking about a group of dancer roller in the unwinder. After the unwinder, and one group of dancer roller before the rewinder. So with that, we are separating the tensions from the unwinder and the rewinder, and we will avoid to have alterations or defects during the quality or during the live flat sleeve width. So we won't have alterations, we don't have any modifications during the sleeve width of this sleeve, the final sleeve products. And also I want to highlight the servo motors. In the case of the basic machine, we are talking about 4 servo motors, okay? 1 servo motor in the unwinder, 1 servo motor in the smart wheel system, 1 servo motor in the nip roll, that is where we will perform or we will have this sleeve seam, okay? And also 1 servo motor in the rewinder. So this is about the basic one. So we are talking about 4 servo motors, 2 double dancer rollers, okay? So we will have a really good quality. We won't have any variations in the sleeve width. And also if we want, for example, to talk about the with a turret in the rewinder, the model TSR from ABG, so we are talking about 6 servo motors and 2 dancer rollers, okay? And the double turret, so we are talking about 9 servo motors and 2 groups of dancer rollers. So with that, we will have synchronized everything during all the process of the seaming, okay? So we will have this good quality in the seaming, and also we will avoid the alterations during the lay flat of the sleeve width. So with that, with the main benefits, so what we can achieve. So we can achieve to increase your productivity. We assure you that you will achieve or you will increase your productivity. You will have reducing costs. You will reduce your costs. You will reduce your cost, your operation costs. You will reduce your waste. Okay, and also we will have a high good quality during the seaming or in your final sleeve product. And also one important point is that we work with regenerative motors and drivers. So with that, you will be more efficient. Okay, we will are talking about a process that is efficient, and also we will have energy savings up to 60% in during your whole process of the seaming. Okay, so with these benefits, I will pass over to my colleague Alex, who will present you the machine and will show you the machine in operation, and you will see all the benefits that I has mentioned directly during the production of the sleeve right now, and you will have or understand these benefits and advantages. So thank you for your time. If you have doubts, please put your questions during in the box of the Q&A, the questions and answers, and we will be answering you later at the end of the session. Okay, so I will pass to my colleague Alex. Now it's over to you, Alex. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go to start the machine. Here, the green button to start, then automatic speed mode. Here, as you can see, we set up the ultrasonic clamp to adjust the position of the web through the line. Here, we have the smart wheel kiss coating rubber roll system working. So, as you can see, we are printing a solvent line. With this fine tuning, we have the possibility to move the line over the web. So that means we really can adjust the line so close to the edge, or even we can print the line inside without to touch this edge to assure that after in the rewinder we will never have a problem with the blocking. Okay, this is our production tank level sensor. This is our infit tank, okay, with this pump to refill the solvent tank, always in line. Here we have the folding table and the nib roll. One of the most important things of our machines is that we are working with a double control tension system. So we have a nib roll to separate the tensions from the unwinder to the rewinder. Then, as you can see here, we have a dancer tension control to control always the tension from the nib roll to the unwinder. And here we have another dancer to control the tension from the nib roll to the rewinder. So, because of these two dancer tension system controls, we can work always with a really high quality. Okay? And we have also a system to control or monitorize always in line during production the lay flat dimension. Okay? Even we increase the speed up, we will have never here any difference because we are working, again, as I told you before, with this double tension system controls. Okay? Here, we have the turret with the automatic splice inline system. Okay? And we are working with the shaft number 2. We activate now shaft number 1. We reset the doors protection control, okay? And we validate the core. And machine starts to do the cycle because we set up here automatic changing, okay, up to 250 millimeters of diameter reel, okay? Okay. As you can see here, now we are going to do a speed up test. We are working now 150 meters minute, and we will run now up to 400 meters minute. This is our mechanical maximum speed. Look also how in our machine it's possible to run up to the maximum speed and always without a variation here on the lay flat dimension. Again, as I told you before, because of our really strong tension control system. You can see here how straight are working the both dancers. If you check here, this one is working vertical, this one is working horizontal. Both are as stable as a bar. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to show you now how simple it is to do a semi-automatic changing here on the turret. Okay, as I showed you before, during production and inline, we have the possibility to do automatic change and splice under diameter, or if not, the operator have the chance possibility to do also at any time a semi-automatic change. Let's go to do. Start the machine. Now machine is asking for a confirmation to go to automatic speed. Second time, okay. First, confirm the core. Second, activate the rotation. And once the shaft will be in the correct position, machine will say, okay, now you can cut. Then you cut, then you have it. Yeah? Okay? And then machine starts to run production. For example, this option is good, or the operator can use it to start the machine on the first reel. So here on the shaft, then you have the splice or the modifications or all the adjustments, all the settings. Now we have the production here. Then here, even machine is running, you can open the door to remove the reel, because these doors only cut the rotation system, okay? So with these doors open, you cannot change or turn the shaft, you cannot put down the nib, or you cannot use the knife. Then let me show you, okay, how the knife is working. And here also again, as I showed you before, maybe from that side with the light, we can see again the line. Look how much perfect the line can be working with this smart wheel. Now you know, for the sleeve market, the quality have a name, ABG. Don't forget it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to set up or adjust the perforation, okay, unit. As I told you before, this machine have the option to work with or without perforation. That is really simple and easy system, okay? We have two knives with the mechanical brake. Once you release this mechanical brake, so you can move from the left to the right, just at the point where you need to adjust, okay? We will put it from the edge 10 millimeters that way, and the other one, same. Okay? Now, after the knives are in the proper position, so the operator can switch on this option here on the main screen. If we push just here on the table, we have all the options. Sorry, I will change the language. Okay, here, precut or perforation is a pneumatical system that now you hear we have on. And then just here on this side, we have a pressure regulator. Okay, so we can go down or up to set up the proper pressure. Okay, we will set up here in 3 megapascals, more or less. And then just start the machine. So is for that how you can produce a really high quality shrink zip label. Okay, my friends, so let me tell you that remember always to support the best and then forget about the rest. Thank you for your time, guys.
Okay, so thank you. Now is the time for the questions and answers. We have already some questions here that we need or we can answer. So The first one is about the smart wheel. So about the seaming width. So in this case, the standard machine, the sleeve width that we can perform, okay, is between 35 and 300 millimeters. But there is also an optional if you want to perform, for example, more narrow webs sleeve. So we can just incorporate a tool to decrease this narrow width up to 14 millimeters. This is more focused for cosmetic or for lipsticks for batteries market. In the case of the solvent, which solvent we recommend for seaming? PET. So in this case, also from AB Graphic, we have developed a solvent that is called Graphics. Okay, this solvent is or is compatible with almost the 90% of the materials that PET, PG, PVC. Okay, but in this case, so we can recommend our solvent. Also, this is a product that we can also offer from AB Graphic. If you want more specifications from that, we can just send you an email when we finish this, when we finish the session. Another question is about the inspection kit, about the width. Well, we can also incorporate inline, as you saw in the demonstration. We had the width control, that is by ultrasonic sensor. This sensor will read all the time the width of the sleeve, okay? And when the machine or the sensor detects another or a different width that we have or we have already insert in the touch screen, so this sensor will send an alarm to the machine, or the machine will make this alarm, or will stop automatically in order that the operator can detect or can correct this manually. And also we have another upgrade or another advanced optional, in this case about the auto width, is basically the sensor also works in the same way, but the operator doesn't need to autocorrect the sleeve or the plate's position. So in this case, the machine with the motor will automatically so move these wheels, and the plates will adjust automatically in order to have to correct in line during the seaming process this width of the sleeve. The knife auto is a knife auto, or we need to press the switch to cut. So in this case, as you saw in the demonstration also, the pre-cutting, the longitudinal pre-cutting is 2 knives. Okay, if you want to pre-cut or to have this perforation in the sleeve, so we just need to switch on or to connect through the touch screen, and then as you saw, it's really easy to just place in a good position where we want to make this perforation. Okay, and we can do that in line, or if we don't want this option, so we can just switch off in through the touch screen. Okay, this optional also we recommend to the customers to add. I'm talking about the longitudinal perforation, because in order to facilitate the separation of the sleeve from the container. So in this way, so we can help to the recyclability process. Okay. We have another questions about the solvent, if the solvent contains toluene. Nor in this case. I mean, I'm talking about the graphics that is compatible with the 90% of the materials in the market. It doesn't contain solvent, but if you have a specific requirement for a specific material, we can analyze with our chemical department, okay, what is the most suitable solvent for the material that you want to perform this sleeve. Another question that we have is about the speed of the machine. So as you saw in the demo, also the maximum mechanical speed and the machine, the production speed is up to 400 meters per minute, sorry, 400 meters per minute. But also if you want to advance, or do you want to increase this speed, we can also go up to 500 meters per minute. Okay, this is an optional also. And we have another question about the width of the smart wheels. I don't know if I understand well the questions about the options for different width of smart wheels. When you say the widths, are you talking about the sleeve? I mean, how to make this width of the sleeve, or well, we have different smart wheels. Okay, depends on the material that we want to work. We have one standard that is compatible with all the materials. But for example, if you want to work with OPS, so this line that we have in the roller, we can have more line or less in order to apply more solvent or not. But if you are talking about the width, the width of the sleeve is from 35 up to 600 up to 300 millimeters a sleeve width. Okay. We have also a question about the promotional packages. Yes, in this case, as you saw, so the machine incorporates just one applicator or one solvent application. But if you want to work also with the promotional packages, basically for the double seaming, to have double sleeve seaming, so we can do that. We can just incorporate one solvent applicator more in the machine. The machine is ready or is prepared to incorporate this extra applicator, okay, in order to perform this double seaming for promotional packages. In this case, if you want to have the shampoo and maybe the other kind of products in together, okay. What else? Okay, the solvent laydown is closer to 1 millimeter. Yeah. And in this case, for example, the solvent tolerance, the sleeve tolerance of the application of the smart wheel is -0 or plus 0.3. So it's really narrow. And the minimum welding width is 3 millimeters. So we can use this to perform the seaming. Okay. The distance that we have, the minimum distance also that we have between the pre-cuts in the case of the longitudinal perforation is 12 millimeters. Okay. Yes, another question is about if this machine is for low productions or for digital. Yes. So we have on the portfolio 3 different models. Okay, the one is with a simple unwinder and with a simple rewinder. This is basically, or for most focus for short runs productions, okay, and also we can work with digital or other kind of printing. Okay, another question that we have is about the automatic position. So we have optionals, okay, that is, as I mentioned before, the auto adjust of the sleeve width, but also we can offer the auto adjust of the positioning of the smart wheel. Okay, basically it is with a servo motor, okay, and this have a web tracking that will follow all the sleeve or the material in order to assure that we are applying all the time the solvent to the edge of the material. Okay, so if you have maybe some reels that are rewound not so good or they are not flat, so we can incorporate this auto adjust of the smart wheel in order to assure that we are all the time applying to the edge of the material and without the necessity to remove this material. So we can take advantage of this optional in order to have it and to use this material, okay, to avoid the waste in this case of the material. Okay, we have another question about the assistance. So the machines incorporates a remote assistance, especially in this during this pandemic period. Okay, so all the machines from AB Graphic incorporates a remote assistant for the technical support. So the machine is prepared for the inline connection with our technical service. Okay, and we can solve maybe any problems or any issues that you can have during your production in line with our technical service. Okay. Yes, and we have a question about the modularity. Okay, the question is basically about the upgrading the machine. So as we saw, we have three three main products. Okay, a simple unwinder and simple rewinder with model that is the SR from AB Graphic, also the model that is the TSR and the TSR2. So if you have or you want to start in the string sleeve market with a simple one, and when you have more productivity or more volume of production, so you can upgrade your machine and just incorporate this turret in the rewinder, okay, or the double turret. So it's up to you. So it's really good to have this advantage also, because it's not necessary to maybe buy a new one machine. Just incorporating or retrofitting your machine, you can answer to the demands of the market that you can have. Okay, so I think that is almost the time to finish this presentation. Thank you very much to all the people that connected and was joining to our session, to our first session. We are really excited to present or to show these new solutions from AB Graphic to all of you. We will be following up to all the questions or the pending questions that we can have here later, okay, with by email. And also, if you have more questions, you can contact us directly or with in info@abgin.com. Okay, so thank you very much for joining, and See you soon.